people have patented some pretty preposterous products.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
Nothing says I invented this better than a patent. See, it sounded like a joke, but it was just a fact.
Yeah, I like those.
A patent is an intellectual property right granted by the US government to certify an invention such that someone else cannot make or sell it for a certain period of time. You own that thing. In exchange, you've got to make a public disclosure of that invention that people like us can gain access to and then make fun of you for it.
Right, and naturally, things that were thought of but not invented have to be even stupider than things that were actually invented. And we've already talked about in the past really stupid inventions.
True.
This is going up a whole notch, okay? Now,
these are ideas, things people thought should be invented.
For less than $300, that's where it starts, like $280, you can file a patent. And you just have to include a description of how to make and use the invention. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you some of the actual pictures from the patent files and read you some of the actual descriptions of these items.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are digging into the patent files to present to you real dumb patents. All right, I got the first one here. Now I'm gonna show you this diagram. You tell me by looking at this what this is.
That's the old commode crazy straw.
It does look like an elaborate drinking device. If you're so thirsty, you start seeing your toilet as a viable option.
Hope nobody's watching.
The technical title for this is Fresh Air Breathing Device and Method, published in 1982 by William O. Holmes, but I call it the toilet snorkel.
Yeah, and you're right.
Now, this almost seems like a good idea. It is a breathing device and method for supplying a hotel guest or fireman with fresh air until he can be rescued.
Oh, okay.
But now, because you can get a tube up through the water and then access air.
How? But that's stank air.
It's stank air. It
is
that's
sewer
not
air. I want to be breathing.
But in the description, they keep saying fresh air.
I'm taking my chances.
Expose an open end thereof to fresh air from a vent pipe connected to a sewer line. It's like,
oh yeah, fresh, as fresh as it gets.
Fresh line to sewage. I mean, you know it's a pretty bad invention when it could save a fireman or a hotel guest member's life, and they refuse to.
They still ain't making it.
It's like, I ain't sucking on my toilet like that.
Well, how about this? You know, I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally mishandled a banana. And that's why there's the banana protective device.
Awesome.
Patent publication year 2003. This is a banana protective device for storing and transporting a banana carefully.
So it slams shut around the banana.
It's a banana case. You want to lose friends fast? Break this out in your lunchbox. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the bananas, to begin with, they have a protective case. It's called the peel. I mean, when was the last time that you accidentally ruined a banana before you peeled it?
Well, I mean, if you drop it, it turns brown.
You really got to drop it. You got to toss it. You got to throw it down.
Last time I checked, all bananas are not the same exact shape. I mean, this is kind of you got to take this to the grocery store when shopping for bananas.
Hold on, let me get my banana protective device out.
You know,
I'm gonna have to take one out of this dozen, one out of this dozen.
I mean, it's one thing to squeeze the melons, it's another thing to place the banana.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I got another one here. Apparatus for simulating a high five. 1994, Albert Cohen applied for this patent. Look at it. A spring biasing element for biasing the upper and lower arm portions towards a predetermined alignment. This thing will tick, 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 tick. It will spring out.
And this is 94. The high five is still in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this one didn't work.
I don't understand why. I mean,
this is for lonely nights, Link.
When you're lonely.
This is when you need a pick-me-up and you're like, you know what I really could use right now? Somebody to give me high five. But I don't want to ask somebody because it's weird.
I need a high five from a bodiless arm?
Yeah, well think about it. High fives, they have to come naturally when awesome things happen.
Yeah.
But what if nothing awesome happens and you just need the arm to do it?
So you carry that around with you.
Bingo! This is what Albert was thinking.
Mr. Cohen has thought of everything. He says the removable simulated hand is preferably formed from a moldable plastic or rubber material in the shape of an average-sized human hand, although oversized and other novelty hands may be utilized.
Oh.
To further represent a specific player on a sports team, the simulated hand may be an actual replica of the player's hand.
I want to give a Shaq 5.
It's starting to get a little creepy.
Yeah, I don't know who's endorsing that product. That's probably would never happen. Okay, how about this? A garment having a buttocks cleavage revealing feature.
What?
Disclosed is a garment having a buttocks covering portion and a buttocks cleavage revealing portion disposed at the buttocks covering portion.
Now this is not like those old-timey pajamas where the flap comes down and you can poop in the outhouse without taking off your onesie.
This is a lot better than that.
This is just to get a little peek of the top of the crevice.
Yeah, and I don't care how sophisticated you get when you say buttocks cleavage. I mean, this is just a little crack exposure that's happening here, which is something, this butt cleavage thing is a thing now, and people wear the pants kind of low to get a little peek, you know, the girls kind of are into that. But what I'm actually thinking that this is not that bad of an idea, because as you can see, you can get your favorite sports team, you can get, it has a Chevy logo possibility, it has a 5-leaf clover, a butterfly, something that looks like a pair of lips.
Can I get Shaq's hand
you
down
can
there?
Get anything you want. Because you know what? I'm buying this patent. I am assuming this patent from Thomas A. Bontem's.
His last name is Bontem's?
Bontem's. I want to leave a legacy. No, but I gotta say.
Is that a tape dispenser covering his crevice?
Not everybody has butt cleavage in the same places. Some people's butt cleavage goes real high.
Tall.
So you might get more than you bargained for when you look through that football helmet. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I'm surprised this one didn't work, honestly.
All right, brace yourself, kids, and add this to your holiday list. 1999 patent by Bryce Belisle. Who cares what his name is? He invented the pet display clothing, which is basically a vest and or a belt that has tubes all over it that small pets like mice and gerbils can run through.
If you haven't been on a date in a while, this is gonna fix it.
This isn't gonna.
Put on your pet display clothing.
Outer wall passages are transparent so that a pet moving along the passageways can be seen by a spectator. Again, Bryce has thought of everything. Quote, fluid wastes tend to gravitate to the pocket, facilitating collection and removal, while the passageways and pockets can be rinsed by attachment to a faucet.
Is that some hermit crab doo-doo in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
I mean, I'm glad you love that. Quote, the wearer should take care to avoid risk of crushing a pet by avoiding collisions or falls.
With other people wearing pet display clothing.
It's just like, look at that kid running with the tubes around him. Oh gosh.
You know, I'm surprised this
just
one
add
didn't
a
work.
faucet and run out the squished gerbil.
All right, here's the kicker. The user-operated amusement apparatus for kicking the user's buttocks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what it seems like. The user must bend forward toward the first post while grasping the crank with both hands to prominently present his buttocks toward the second post.
Don't combine this with the butt cleavage pants. You're in for a world of hurt.
because it'll leave a mark.
It'll give you a target.
As the user rotates the crank, the user's buttocks. You know what? Let's just replace user with idiot.
Well, here's
As the idiot rotates the crank, the idiot's buttocks are paddled by flexible shoes located on each outboard end of the elongated arms to provide amusement to the idiot and viewers of the paddling of the idiot.
Question: why is the idiot naked? I mean, come on. Now, it seems like
Why not?
with a few alterations, this could become a mode of transport. You know, it's and you're still going down the road.
I just want to know about the people who are gathering to watch this for amusement. I mean, that specifically stated in the documentation that it is to provide amusement to the user. So this is supposed to make you laugh and make your friends laugh. Hey, listen, if we invented this thing, if we actually made this thing happen and we put it right here in the studio and you turned it on and it started kicking in the butt, I'd laugh. I would be amused, I guarantee.
You would experience amusement.
Yeah. Even without the buttocks cleavage revealing pants.
I feel like I'd like to combine a whole bunch of these. Like, you're sucking down toilet water.
You've got the animal vest
wearing
on.
mice.
With a little butt cleavage and you're kicking yourself in the butt.
Yeah, I mean that would really get me going in the morning. Everybody needs a good kick in the pants every now and again, right?
Can you combine multiple patents and make your own invention? How does that work legally?
I don't know.
Let's look into it.
I don't have
consult someone.
That type of degree. So what's your favorite?
The cleavage thing. I'm gonna make myself a pair with this old pair of jeans.
Simulating the high five. I want to be able to come into my place of work every morning and just have the high five there. And as like the check-in card. That would be cool.
I'm here for that. Anytime you go for a high five, I won't leave you hanging.
I think it would be a cool novelty item to have around.
Thanks for liking and commenting on this video.
You know what time it is.
I'm Dallas.
And I'm Dakota from the Kansas City Airport.
And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Remember, we're rolling along with the 12 Mythical Days of Christmas over on our Facebook page, and if you win today's assignment, you get 3 different pieces of merchandise.
Cumulative. Go to RhettandLink.com/store. If you just want to buy merch, hoodies, mugs, posters, shirts, you name it, click through to Good Mythical More. We have 3 honorable mentions for real dumb patents.
Rhett is in the wrong wedding ceremony. Cindy looks amazing. Like I've never seen her before.
That's Brenda. Tammy, the mechanical engineer, has got patented the butt cleavage. You should get behind her in the cafeteria line.